Hey, CG6 checking in, and for all the Obito haters or fans, this chapter kind of split the audience because let's be honest, it's hype as hell. Oh my god, like I don't even know what to say. But let me get into my review. So first, we get a brief description of how Obito kind of tricked Madara, which is really weird because I guess that Obito realized Madara's intentions, and after knowing that, he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna carry out and do what I want. So we were actually tricked along with Madara, and we saw how Naruto later pointed out that he was Hinata pointed out that he was absorbing the um the Jubi, and we thought that he was being possessed by Madara to do the Renatensei. And for everybody that thinks that he wasn't doing the Renatensei, this chapter is kind of confusing because if you think about it, you saw how Madara was starting to like kind of glow at a point, and when he was glowing, I guess it was like his life replenishing back to him instead of him doing something else. I don't know if he was getting like the Jubi's chakra transferred to him or not, but apparently the whole time Obito was absorbing the Jubi's chakra just so he could live to finish out his Moon Eye plan or whatever he's calling it. We haven't heard anything about that plan in a while, so we after that he kind of just absorbs the Jinchuriki and he becomes a Jinchuriki. And if we look on his back, it looks like more of the Sage of the Six Paths, and not that all the Jinchuriki look like it because only Minato, Naruto, and Obito right now they look like they could be like descendants of the Sage of the Six Paths because of the markings on their back and how much power they have. I mean, later in the chapter, Hashirama says that he's actually stronger, and that means he's stronger. He might be stronger than Madara. We don't know how Madara's a tier above Hashirama now because he has the Rinnegan, and Hashirama hasn't fought Madara with the Rinnegan, so we don't know how that'll end up. But Madara would probably end up winning just because he has the Rinnegan now, and even when he just had the regular Mangekyo Sharingan and the Nine-Tailed Fox, it was still hard for Hashirama to fight him. So later, after or before Hashirama admits to that, Obito says, Obito says Jinchuriki, and when he says that, and then later he says Obito, so we just assume that he lost his memory, and I guess it's not even really Obito anymore. I guess it's the Jinchuriki with the mouth or something. He doesn't remember his memories or anything, and we don't even know if he's gonna continue out with this whole Moon Eye plan, if he'll just destroy the whole ninja world or anything like that. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. And then Naruto points out how that wasn't the Renatensei, but it was apparently him absorbing the Jinchuriki, and we were all like, whoa. But I don't know if Kishimoto jumped back and forth because Madara was glowing last chapter, which symbolized that he was healing or coming back to life, and then apparently he switches the sign, and I might have to go back and read that and just look at his hand signs because Madara looked like he was like reviving and everything looked like it was working. So how did Obito glow Madara and absorb him at the same time? But the answer is simple: Senju DNA. Yeah, the easiest answer for Naruto. So later, Obito just kind of pops that little seal or the little like barrier that the Jinchuriki was in, and everybody goes crazy because now they're like, "Oh my God, he's so strong." So then he says Obito, which symbolizes once again he forgot his memory. Then Hashirama says he's stronger, and Hashirama's the strongest shinobi alive, or he's the strongest shinobi that's like partially alive. There we go. So yeah, and then Madara's like, as much fun as it sees as it. Okay, he says like as much fun as it's to see like the Hokage shrinking back. He can't wait anymore. Obito became like the hermit of the Sage of the Six Paths. He might anticipate me before I can use my trump card. So when Madara says the trump card, he has because okay, he has the Rinnegan out, which is kind of like um this is just pure speculation right here because he can, in theory, control Obito with the Rinnegan, but since Madara's chakra is inside him and Hashirama's DNA, or the Senju DNA, is inside of him, then hypothetically, couldn't Hashirama and Tobirama control Obito? No, yes, I don't know, but yeah. So if just imagine like if it was a battle for control, but honestly, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I think Naruto's the only person that heard him because he said like after that, like I'm like wait what? So I guess it's just kind of Naruto just playing the main character role, actually hearing the important stuff while Obito kind of speeds up to them and speeds up to Hashirama and Tobirama and cuts them. And it just shows how fast he really is now because, let's face it, Obito had so many abilities that he didn't use to his full potential. But now that he has the Jinchuriki and he has seemingly infinite chakra because that thing's not even finished and it's stronger than Hashirama. It's just wrecking everything. So I get this chapter, I don't know, like 8.5 out of 10 just because it's kind of weird because Madara was, that's my biggest problem with this chapter. Madara was being revived and he was glowing, and apparently Obito was bringing in or absorbing the Jubi's chakra. That's just weird. I mean, it sounds like Kishimoto, like I said earlier, is going back and forth on ideas of where he wants to like put this character because he had like what seemed to be a very gruesome death, but now that he's actually back or quote unquote back, like his body's still there, but he's not in control anymore. It's just I guess the Jubi's power was so much to control that he just kind of lost it. So I guess that's really about it. So I give this chapter about 8.5 out of 10. It was good. It was just annoying how Madara got quote unquote tricked, or Kishimoto just wanted to change some of the story. But that's about it. You just check it out. If you enjoy the video, sub, comment, and like, I guess. Why not? You just checking out.